Pitch from Logan, popped up right side of the diamond, foul territory. Wilson ranging over in foul territory.
Check 1 2, test. Check 1 2.
League champion York Revolution is on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball on WOYK is brought to you by People's Bank, Wellspan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, PSECU, Kona Ice, Smith, Mayer and Little, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swing at a ground ball, rolled to short, Dent's got it, throws, it's over! And the York Revolution are 2017 Atlantic League champions!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from Regency Furniture Stadium here in Waldorf, Maryland. Welcome to game number 64 of York Revolution Baseball. And tonight, opening night part 2, if you will. It is the second half opener as the Revs and Blue Crabs start anew with 0-0 records. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry with you. Welcome to Revs Baseball here on a warm evening in southern Maryland. It is cloudy at the moment. It kind of has that look like there could be storms in the area, but as far as the radar goes, we haven't seen anything. So there was a slight chance of storms today here in the Waldorf area, but so far we've been good, and hopefully that will be the case tonight. Revs coming off a 32-31 first half. They got the win last night, snapping a 3-game losing streak and finishing the half with a winning record. And it was an exciting win against Sugar Land, a 5-2 final. And if you weren't with us last night, to close the homestand at People's Bank Park, the Revs were down 2-1 in the fourth inning, where we pick up the highlights from last night, and a situation that could have gotten away from them early. Jonathan Sanchez battling his way through his second start. He had bases loaded with 2 outs in the fourth when Logan Williamson came into the game in relief.
Pitch from Logan, popped up right side of the diamond, foul territory. Wilson ranging over in foul territory. He has room. He makes the grab, and the inning is over. Logan Williamson needs just 3 pitches to get the final out of the fourth inning. He strands the bases loaded. The Skeeters have left 6 on over their last 2 innings.
So that kept it a 1-run game at the time, and in the bottom half of the inning, the Revs going in front.
Couple steps behind the infield cutout. Now Mesa shoots one up the middle. That's a base hit into center field. Here comes Casilla. Dotel giving it a shot. The throw to the plate is there, but the tag not in time. The Revs take the lead on Mesa's 2 RBI single up the middle. Dotel just got his hand in ahead of Whistler's tag. And just like that, the Revs go from down 1 to up 1 in the bottom of the fourth. Well, the Milkman continues to deliver. That is his job. 2 more RBI for Melky. He has 27 on the season.
And an inning later, it was Alexi Casilla adding on.
0-2 coming again to Alexi. Off the end of the bat out to deep left field. Got some carry on it, and that ball is not coming back. Alexi Casilla flicks the wrist, gets one down in the zone, deposits it over the high wall and left. And the Revs had a run. It's 4-2 in the bottom of the 5th. How about that one off the bat? Wasn't sure if that was going to get out. And it just kept carrying.
Well, we heard from Melky Mesa offensively with that big 2-run single last night. Defensively, he made his first start in the field since May 22nd, and he did not disappoint. Now the 1-0, Barnes runs, and a swing and a floater to left center. Mesa coming over, runs it down, and he will turn and fire to first. Wilson dives for the bag, and he got it! Are you kidding me? An incredible double play! Melky Mesa in left field sprints to left center, runs it down, and throws a missile to first base. And Wilson was off the bag to catch it, dove back just in time. And that came in the 8th inning, which was a scoreless frame for Junior Rincon. Grant Sides came on to close it out in the 9th. They want it high. Here's the kick, the 1-2, and a check swing. Appeal to first. He went. Ball game over. Grant Sides gets him on the high fastball. It's a 1-2-3 save for him. And the Revs win the first half finale tonight by a final score of 5-2. So the Revs opening the second half here tonight, and the only runs that they allowed last night in that 5-2 win came with one out in the first inning. The final 8 2/3 innings were scoreless. Revs tied a season high with 6 relievers used, and it was a season best 5 1/3 scoreless innings from the bullpen, the longest scoreless performance from the Revs bullpen unit in a game this season. Tonight they will hand it to Mitch Atkins for the second half opener. He'll be opposed by Blue Crabs left-hander Drake Britton. Revs win 32-31 in the first half. The Blue Crabs finishing up at 26-37. Coming up on our pregame tonight, Revs All-Star Wellington Dotel joins us for a chat. Stay tuned for that. We will hear from Mace coming up here shortly as well. First pitch this evening is set for 6:35 here in Southern Maryland on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Daly Anstein is a personal injury law firm that specializes in auto and motorcycle accidents, workers' compensation, and personal injury cases. Anstein has been proudly protecting the injured in Central PA for more than 40 years and is proud to support the York Revolution. At Dale E. Anstein, consultations are always free, and there is no fee unless they win the case for you. To learn more about Dale E. Anstein, or if you're in need of representation, go to AnsteinLaw.com. That's ANSTINE law.com.
Hey guys, is it time to get your hair in the game?
Time to claim your spot!
Then it's time to check in online at sportclips.com/checkin for a fresh cut, legendary hot steam towel and massaging shampoo.
Time to claim your spot!
So do your hair a favor by checking in online and arrive just in time for your Sport Clips MVP haircut experience while you surround yourself with sports on TV. Get in line online at sportclips.com/checkin.
Time to claim your spot!
This Friday is First Friday in downtown York. Presented by WellSpan Health, First Friday is a monthly celebration of downtown restaurants, cultural venues, and nightlife hotspots. Enjoy live music, food trucks, kids' activities, and more from 5 to 9 p.m. Get to know York again, or for the first time at downtownyorkpa.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Welcome back. Pregame from Southern Maryland tonight. Revs and Blue Crabs opening the second half. And Revs All-Star Wellington Dotel, our pregame guest. And Wellington, congratulations on the All-Star selection. I know you've got 3 games here first, but how excited are you and your teammates heading up to the game next week?
Well, you know what? I mean, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to be there. You know, it's like when you work hard, work hard pay off, and then I feel I'm getting paid right now just to be nominated for the All-Star game.
Hey, your first couple of months in York, how much have you enjoyed it?
Well, actually, I've been enjoying it a lot, you know, because I'm already playing with a couple teammates, and the team will have very good group, good teammates. So that's you know, like we've been working hard. We've been working together, been working and helping, you know, each other. That's great. That's great. That's make a good group.
When you first got here, I mean, like you said, you had some teammates previously from Bridgeport that were already here. Did that make it pretty easy to come in that first day?
Yeah. You know, definitely. When you go to some team and then you already have a team over there, that make it, you know, that you're already in that, like in the group already, because you know when you have, it's like a brother, like a family, you know.
We had seen you come into York obviously as an opposing player, and it's like, oh great, here he is up at the plate again. He's gonna hit a bomb against us or something. You did some damage when you were with Bridgeport, but how much did you enjoy coming into York as a visiting player before you called this your hometown?
You know, like before, I'm enjoyed to come to play against, you know, York, and when, you know, like Bridgeport was about to, you know, to to throw the towel, and then I say, wow, man, for who I'm gonna play right now? Hopefully, I can get picked up by George. And then when Sugar picked me up, I said, well, anyway, that's the job. I have to do my job and go over there and grind and do my job. And then after that, things doesn't work out over there. And then when I heard from George, I said, yeah, you know what? That's an opportunity. I'm gonna sign for George.
Talking with Wellington Dotel. How long have you known Polo?
Well, I've been since 2015. Yeah. Great guy, great coach, and he helped us a lot,
What's your hometown in the Dominican going back? I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but what's your hometown back home, and what was home like growing up?
Well, Neiva is my hometown, but I grown up in Santo Domingo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would you play on the sand lots during the day and everything?
Well, in DR, it's crazy. We play everywhere. We play if we find apple, we hit with apple. If we find mango, we hit mango. So that's crazy. That's all we do in back there. So it's every time. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, and when you signed with Seattle, is that when you first came to the U.S.?
Yeah, that was my first airplane. Yeah, I was nervous the first time I take an airplane, but after that I get used to it, and then now it's normal.
And I understand you still live in the Northwest, right? In Oregon. Is that from when you were in Seattle system?
Yeah. Actually I get married over there, and I have my kid over there. I get divorced 2 years and a half ago, I think. Yeah, 2 years ago. And but I have my son, I have my kid over there, so I have to come back always.
Sure, yeah. Well, one thing, when we see you come up to the plate, you've got the open stance, the hands a little bit lower than a lot of guys do. When did you start hitting like that?
Well, it's like make an adjustment yourself, because here, sometimes even when your hitting coach try to help you, but you have to believe yourself, believe yourself what you're doing, and you have to trust the process, and that's happened with me, Sometimes I don't feel comfortable hitting with, high hand. I just drop a little bit and try to get comfortable, to get better, better movement, better hand, to use my hand inside of my body, try to stay and focus and just use my hand,
You've had such a long and productive career. When you think back on it, is there any one or two hits that stand out as the biggest? Maybe a big walk-off or a championship win or anything like that?
Yeah, I did last year in Mexico, playing Mexico, and I have. Yeah, it's awesome. It's pretty nice. Also, when you get hit, to help your team win the ball game, that's something you're gonna remember forever.
Last night we saw you in center field for the first time. How do you like being able to move around the outfield a little bit?
Well, I don't know if you remember, with Bridgeport, I play right field, I play center field, and that's my first year playing left field. So
okay. Yeah.
I get used to it, and then now I can play everywhere.
How do you like the big wall in York?
Well, I used to it, Every time they hit the wall, I just stay back and then try to get the ball and throw it quickly to second base and make the out.
Well, lastly, we start the second half tonight. You and the guys, how excited are you to start over fresh at 0-0, and how confident is the group in making a run at the second half?
Well, I was talking with my teammate, and I said, you know what, we need better second half, because the first half wasn't that good. But right now, forget about the past, and let's start over, let's start fresh, and let's hustle and do our job, and no matter what.
Hey, Wellington, thanks a lot for the time. It's great to have you here in York. Best of luck, and also enjoy that All-Star Game trip next week.
And thank you to having me.
All right, that's Revs outfielder Wellington Dotel. We'll check in with Mace up next.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for all the latest on your Atlantic League champion York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace, last night you get a win to close the first half. Did it have any added importance to you to try to get a winning record to finish that first half with everything your team's gone through?
Well, I think it did. I mean, it meant something to me to get, to get over 500 for the half with everything that went on. And it was important to the guys, too, because, they know everything that we've been going through and they've been battling out there the whole half. So we wanted to at least finish that half with a winning record.
When you consider all of that, the injuries and everything, is this team set up decently if it can stay healthy for the second half when you consider all that you had to overcome the first couple months?
I think so. We're still working through our starting pitching right now, and we're still trying to build guys up. Sanchez got his pitch count up a little bit more yesterday, but he wasn't quite as sharp yesterday, which is going to happen when you haven't been out there all the time. And I think trying to get Logan still built up, and getting Severino back from his downtime, and Atkins and Atkins and Carson have been the two main guys as of right now, and Atkins really the only guy from the beginning of the year. So we're still a little bit of work in progress in starting rotation, but I think we're in better shape now than we were a couple weeks ago.
With Logan able to help you in relief last night and he gets the win, is he still on track for his start tomorrow?
Oh yeah, he'll make the start tomorrow. That was going to be a bullpen day for him, and he actually requested that if we could find a way to get him an inning in the game or something like that he would prefer to do it in the game instead of on the side. So we just figured, well, we'll piggyback him with Sanchez, and because we figured that Jonathan wouldn't go like 7 innings or something like that because he's second start. So and Logan came into the key point of the game with bases loaded and 2 outs, and he did a good job to get the pop up and get us out of the inning.
Well, last night was a big step for Melky Mesa to get him in the outfield, and what a play he made in the 8th inning for his first outfield assignment since basically mid-May. Pretty good job, huh?
Oh yeah, he's a beauty. He caught the first routine fly ball and he put his hands up in the air like he just won a gold medal. So he's a character and he's a lot of fun. But no, he made a tremendous play. That double play right there. You don't see that one very often, 7-3. But he did a great job there. I was concerned that he might not get to that ball initially, but he really turned it on. And I said to him after the game, I said, maybe you're healthier than you think, when you're able to turn it on right there and not think about it, and you're still able to cover the ground like he did. So said he felt great today, but, Wellington feels good today, so we're going to put him back out there, and we'll put Melky back at DH for today anyway.
I was going to ask, with Dotel having to come out mid-game last night, everything obviously is good with him if he's in there tonight.
Yeah, he said he felt fine, and he got a little adjustment on his lower back last night during the game, and when we came in the clubhouse after the game was over, he said, I feel great already. So that was a good sign, and I was happy to see that. So he told me, he said, Mace, I'm definitely good today.
You sense excitement around the guys at having a second opening night basically here tonight, starting over fresh?
Well, yeah, definitely. We talked about a little bit in the clubhouse, hey, new start tonight, 0-0, and refocus and, let's try to give us a good series down here, get off to a good start, and, then have a good all-star break and come back next weekend at home and try to keep it going.
Yeah, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report as we get set to go here tonight. Drake Britton in his warm-ups for the Blue Crabs out on the field. They have taken the field tonight. And the Revs lineup brought to you by Flying Feet. It'll be Jared Mitchell in right field leading things off. Alexi Casilla at second base is hitting second. Wellington Dotel in left field will bat third. Malky Mesa does the DHing and hits cleanup tonight. Jose Cuevas at third base will bat fifth. Michael Burgess at first base is hitting sixth. It'll be Ryan Dent, the shortstop, hitting seventh. Luis Cruz catching and batting eighth. And Travis Witherspoon rounds it out in center, hitting ninth. Again, Mitchell, Casilla, Dotel, Mesa, Cuevas, Burgess, Dent, Cruz, and Witherspoon. And Mitchell in there, our Dasher Investment Services. First pitch tonight is over for a strike. We are underway. Right on time at 6:35. The second half of the season is underway. Here's the 0-1. And it is down and outside on Mitchell. Revs in the road grays tonight. They're alternate gray here this evening. Blue Crabs in camo red. Pitch and a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mitchell's done a nice job in the leadoff spot and looking to get the average bumped up. He's due to get hot, but right near the top of the league in walks, runs scored. His on-base percentage is high. The pitch, it is down in the dirt, 2-2. Comes in tonight hitting .243. His on-base percentage, 114 points higher than that. Now Britton kicks, and the pitch to him. It is just inside. Britton stares in. He thought he was perhaps going to get that. Our plate ump is David Speranza. John Grasso at first. Bill Worthington, the umpire, at third base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch to Mitchell. He swings, pops it straight up. The catcher, David Lyon, off with the mask, right behind the plate. And on the Blue Crab logo behind home plate, he puts it away. 1 down. Well, Britton coming in tonight has struggled a bit. 3-4 with a 6.80 ERA. 10 outings, 9 starts. 43 2/3 innings, 49 hits. Opponents hitting .288. 18 walks, 25 strikeouts, has given up 5 home runs. Revs have faced him a couple of times this season. Here's Alexi. And Britton, the first pitch. It is swung on, hit in the air, left center field. As Corey Vaughn tracks over from center, gives way to Strasburger, the left fielder who handles it, and quickly 2 down. That one hit fairly well, medium deep left center, but Casilla retired on 1 pitch. And that'll bring up Wellington Dotel, who was kind enough to join us pregame tonight. Back in left field tonight. Had to start in center last night. Was 1 for 2 in left to get a little work done on his back. Mays said it was a minor thing. Back in there tonight. He shortens, shows a bunt. Britton misses inside. And it is 1 ball and no strikes. Scoreless here in the first inning tonight, just underway. And the 1-0. Swinging a line drive up the middle, base hit. Dotel with the game's first knock as he continues to rake. Coming in tonight, hitting at .332 with York. .311 the overall average, which has him 7th in the league in hitting. If it was just his mark with York, he'd be tied for 3rd. And now here comes Malky Mesa, who's DHing tonight. And pretty soon, he'll have enough plate appearances to qualify. His .350 average, if he had enough right now, that would rank 2nd. 1 point off the top. First pitch, he swings, pops it up. Shallow right. The second baseman, Rosario, sprints out, and just inside the line, all the way out in right field. He makes the grab, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. Britton gets Mesa to pop it up. Yeah, we've played a half inning tonight. It's the Revs nothing, the Blue Crabs coming up.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
The Revolution plays here.
Play ball!
The new Sports Radio 1350.
Mitch Atkins getting set to go after a scoreless top of the first inning from Blue Crabs lefty Drake Britton. Atkins will face this Southern Maryland lineup tonight, brought to you by Flying Feet. Ryan Strasburger leads things off in left field. Edwin Garcia, the shortstop, is batting second. Devin Rodriguez at first base will hit third. Corey Vaughn is in the cleanup spot, playing in center field. Angelo Sonko in right field bats fifth. Angelos Nina is the third baseman, hitting sixth. Craig Maddox will DH and bat seventh. David Lyon does the catching and hits eighth. And Francisco Rosario at second base bats ninth. Again, Strasburger, Garcia, Rodriguez, Vaughn, Sonko, Nina, Maddox, Lyon, and Rosario facing Atkins, who's won 5 straight. 5-3 coming in, 5.06 ERA in 12 starts. And Strasburger in to lead things off. Atkins' first pitch of the night is over for a strike. 0-1. Strasburger taking over for Johnny Bladell in the leadoff spot about a month ago. Pitch is ripped it short, and a one-hop sliding pick. Dent to his feet. He throws him out at first. Now, Strasburger hit it sharply on one hop, but Dent went to a knee and flashed the leather over to his left. Speared that hot shot and throws out the leadoff man to start Atkins' night. One down with a nice play made behind him. That'll bring up Edwin Garcia. Garcia hitting at .245, 2 home runs coming in, 19 driven in. And Atkins the pitch. It is a called strike, inside corner. Atkins made one start here back in the early part of the season, May 9th. It was a morning start. He fires, and a swing and a miss on a cutter away. Garcia reaching for it. And Atkins was tremendous in that one. 6 scoreless innings, just 2 hits allowed. He deals, and a swing and a foul tip off the glove of Cruz as it deflects straight back. Went to the high fastball there. No balls, 2 strikes. So his second start of the season in this park. Now he kicks, fires, and missed up high. Cruz seemed to fool him. It bounced off his glove and away. Now 1-2. Atkins still ahead. Now Wines delivers. And a strike 3 called, fastball right there. Atkins locks up Garcia. A big key to his success here of late has been the four-seam fastball command, and the velocity's gotten better since the early part of the season. Everything pretty much works off of that for him. And that's exactly what that was. You don't often get strikeouts on four-seamers looking, but that was a perfect spot in on him. He was looking for something else. Here's Devin Rodriguez, who looks at a ball outside. 2 up, 2 down, scoreless here in the first inning. Rodriguez, the left-hand hitting first baseman, all-star selection, as he watches one a little bit low, 2-0 now. Rodriguez, 279 at the plate, 2 home runs, 19 driven in. And Atkins fires, swing, and he pops it up. Shallow left center. Dent is out. Dotel in from left. He'll call him off, and he's got it. And a 1-2-3 first inning for Mitch Atkins to start his night. We've played 1 inning so far in the second half of the season. It's the Revs nothing and the Blue Crabs nothing.
You line your feet up on the edge of the starting block, shake out your arms, and then you push off the block in one fluid motion, fully extending your body and cutting into the water with nothing on your mind but the mechanics. You're a swimmer, and whether it's practice time in the pool or crunch time at a meet, Flying Feet is with you every stroke of the way.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is a swimmer's paradise. Get suits by Dolphin, Speedo, Nike, Arena, and Tier. Pick up practice gear, team gear, and training equipment like fins, snorkels, and kickboards. The Flying Feet team has high-tech competitive suits, customizable caps, goggles, even goggle repair items. Shower down with swimmer shampoo and body wash, plus suit wash to limit the wear and tear of chlorine. Time to dive into the pool? Then it's time for Flying Feet. We're more than sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83 next to Battery Warehouse.
I'm a meal delivery engineer, you know, a server, and I love it. But now, with Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery, this place is livelier than 2-for-1 app night. See, while I guide my guests from nachos to gnocchi, they're picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and goes with everything on the menu, except maybe the 4-alarm fries. Stay away from those. Keno, it's here. Play it at your favorite bar or restaurant. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
No score at the end of 1 tonight. Start the second inning as Jose Cuevas leads things off. First pitch from Britton is in for a strike. The Cuevas, Burgess, and Dent to the plate here in the second inning. Here's the wind, the 0-1 from the lefty, and it misses the plate outside. Cuevas 221 at the plate. 3 home runs, 26 driven in coming in. 1-1. And a swing and a foul tip back. We mentioned the Revs have faced Britton previously this season. They beat him May 30th in York. That was Baseball and Education Day. 4 innings, 5 runs. Gave up 8 hits, 4 walks. Ton of base runners. Long 4 innings for him. He deals. And it breaks down low, 2-2. Cuevas in that game was 2 for 2 off of him. Alexi homered off of him. Now the pitch. And a backdoor slider, strike 3 called. Cuevas knew it. And he's rung up. That is the first strikeout of the night for Britton. They also faced him here in Southern Maryland. The team was here about 2 weeks ago. Weekend series here. And he started a Sunday game, and the Revs got to him, but Their lead got away, lost 11-6, but they scored 6 off of him in 4 2/3. Here's Burgess as he lays off up high. Tyler Clark's had great success against Britain, but he isn't quite back yet. They're thinking after the All-Star break. Here's a fastball and a called strike in. Drew a look back from Burgess, who didn't totally agree with it. The count even at 1-1. He'll take a step out momentarily. Britain in no decision that last one against York. He comes home. And a swing and a tip foul behind the plate. Blue Crabs shift on Burgess, not an overshift, but playing pretty hard to pull. The shortstop, Garcia, well up the middle. So in 2 starts, Britain in 8 2/3 innings against York has given up 11 runs, 13 hits. Now he winds, delivers. And a line smash at first, right into the glove of Devin Rodriguez. Goes down to the backhand and squeezes it. And Burgess hits it hard, but right at the first baseman, 2 away. Our weather tonight brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. 83 degrees and cloudy. Kind of a dark, cloudy evening, but no threat of anything according to radar or the forecast. Even though it looks threatening, the humidity is 75%. The real feel is 90. Here's Ryan Dent. He swings first pitch, drives it hard to right center. Vaughn on the run back. He runs it down. Center fielder Corey Vaughn. We're going to see a couple of good ones tonight. Witherspoon for York, Vaughn for Southern Maryland. And Dent hits it deep to right center, but Vaughn runs it down to end the inning. Revs are down 1-2-3 in the second. We've played an inning and a half tonight. York nothing, Southern Maryland nothing.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great.
NYSC, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Jay Gauss. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Spurt Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Back here at Southern Maryland, had a little audio issue we were trying to fix there between innings, but Revs and Blue Crabs scoreless as we go to the bottom half of the second here tonight. And we'll get the video fixed between the second and third inning. I know that has frozen up as we tried to better the audio issue. No score as the middle third of the order comes to bat. Corey Vaughn will lead things off. Made a nice running grab in deep center a moment ago. First pitch from Atkins is in tight. Now Vaughn, Sonko, and Nina to the plate here in the second inning. Mitch a 1-2-3 first. Vaughn heading to the All-Star game this coming week. Pitch to him is over for a strike. And he comes in only hitting .227, but has 11 home runs, 25 driven in. Pitch is down and away, a breaking ball missing. There's a plane overhead out over left field. Looks like a military type plane. There's some bases in this area. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch to Vaughn, a swing and a miss. Fastball there. He is third in the league in home runs with his 11. Blake Galen, the league leader, with 14. Courtney Hawkins with 12. Corey Vaughn with 11. The 2-2. And a swing and a foul back over the roof. Michael Burgess is next with 10, along with Anthony Jansanti of Sugar Land. Well, Atkins fires, and a breaking ball just missed low. Atkins just outside of the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. He had struck out 6 or more in 6 straight starts, only 1 in his last start. Got the win, though. He deals, and it's lined to left center field. Witherspoon had him play deep, and he'll cruise over into left center and make the grab. 1 down. Not a lot of room to cover in left center here. Left field is the short porch, so Witherspoon had him play deep in center, and a couple of quick strides over. He was there waiting on it. 1 down. Here is Angelo Sonko, who was brought in for some power. He was 3rd in the league in home runs with Long Island last year. First pitch to him, it is a called strike, down around the knees. He hasn't really gotten going yet the way they had hoped. Comes in hitting .244, still only 1 home run. Well, time asked for, he takes a step out. No score here in the 2nd inning. Atkins last time out beat Somerset. Game 2 of the doubleheader last Saturday. Pitch is just inside 1-1. That was a 9-3 win. Had a shutout into the 6th, and his next to last batter faced Kyle Roller, a 3-run homer, his former Patriots teammate. Some pitches that inning that he thought were strikes that he didn't get. Might have been out of the inning before that happened. But a quality start, another win. The one before that might have been his best yet. 7 innings, 1 run in a win at Long Island. And now 5 wins in his last 5 starts. He deals, and it's fouled back against the screen. 1-2. 5 total wins, 1 off the league lead. There's a host of pitchers tied for the league lead with 6. 1-2, and that misses upstairs. The Revs' longest winning streak by a pitcher this season. Last year, Jay Goss and Frank Gailey had 5-game winning streaks. Pitch is swung on, tapped foul behind the plate. Good curveball there. Sonko could only foul it back. If you're wondering, the team record for most consecutive wins is 8. Thurm did that in 2012. Now Atkins fires. Just missed away. It is 3-2. Trying to get that outside corner call. This Blue Crabs team, the same home record as York, 18-16. But the Crabs on the road just 8-21. Revs are 14-15. Pitch is hit on the ground, shortstop, rolls right to Dent. He's got it and throws to first. Had plenty of time to get Sonko, who didn't run it out at all. And I'm wondering if something's bothering him. Is he going to be on base? He is. They called a catcher's interference on Luis Cruz. That's why he didn't run it out. And what is the deal here? This is where we had that game a couple of weeks ago where Clark was charged with a couple. In the same game. And I think those are the only 3 that the Revs have had this season. They've all been here. Sonko is on base, not a ground out, and Atkins will throw over on him. The swing must have just gotten Cruz's glove. It was a weak ground ball to short, and perhaps that's part of the reason why. Nina the hitter now. First pitch is a called strike, outside corner. Sonko was one of the hitters that reached on a catcher's interference here back on June 16th. I'll have to watch him next time and see if he's way back in the box or something. as Nina foul tips this one back to the netting. So Atkins ahead of the next man, 0-2. Nina hitting at 270. He was off to a slow start with New Britain. And since joining Southern Maryland, he's hit 327. He missed about a week recently with a hand injury, but has since returned. And Atkins, a throw to first, diving back is Sonko. That is an early error charged to the Revs, that catcher's interference call. Atkins fires, and a swing and a tap foul back behind the plate. 0-2 it stays. Nina got back in the lineup on Wednesday. 33 games with Southern Maryland since being acquired from New Britain. And since coming back from that hand injury, 4 for 8 in the last 2 games. Another 0-2, and a breaking ball just outside. Blue Crabs had lost 5 in a row, but won last night. 8-5 to close the first half. Revs had lost 3 in a row, but won last night. Pitch, swing, and he floats one foul, back and out of play, reaching for it, but able to cover the plate and foul it off. Lights are just coming on now here at Southern Maryland. 1 on, 1 out, scoreless here in the second inning. Atkins ready. And fires, and missed inside, but maybe setting up the next pitch. Nina had to jump back a bit. Atkins ERA under 3 his last 5 starts on that 5-game streak. The 2-2 and a ground ball to third. Cuevas picks it, goes to second. The turn from Alexi on a bounce is late. They do get the lead runner. 2 outs in the inning. And Cuevas, a pretty nifty pick to his left on what looked like a bit of a tricky hop. Casilla had to run through the bag at second as he caught it, avoiding the runner, and then he turned a little off balance and bounced the throw to first intentionally, but Nina beats that. So he'll take Sonko's spot at first. He's there with 2 outs. And Craig Maddox, the hitter. Maddox back with the Blue Crabs. He's DHing. First pitch to the lefty. He swings and fouls it back. He was New Britain's player coach, the DH and hitting coach the last 2 years for Stan Clyburn. He was in the American Association with the expansion Chicago team. Stan is the bench coach for Butch Hobson there. The 0-1 and a swing and a miss. He waves at a breaking ball from Atkins, who jumps ahead. And just recently came back. 10 games played, hitting .205. He has driven in 9. Atkins ahead of him, though, trying to end the second inning. Again, we'll fix our YouTube video feed between innings. 0-2, and a swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt. Cruz blocks it in front, steps out, makes the throw to first, and the inning is over. Second strikeout of the night for Atkins. No runs, no hits, 1 error on the catcher's interference, and 1 man left. We go to the third. It is a 0-0 game.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit pseccu.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
York Country Day School is an independent college preparatory school. It inspires and nurtures the innovative and